us is better than 1,000. So one day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Let me repeat that again. One single day in the kingdom of heaven is better than 1,000 of your best days on this side, man. Okay? When things were better for you. Moments that you can reminisce on and say, yeah, that was a good day. The kingdom of heaven blows it out the park, man. It blows it out the water. Just one day. Not to mention, the Heavenly Father, He's going to stretch out the time. He's going to expand the time so you can enjoy your immortality. You can enjoy your life. And the Lord said in Wisdom of Solomon, He created the Israelite man to be an image of his own eternity, man. We're going to be a likeness of his own eternity, man. We're going to be many most highs, man. We're going to be many most highs. Okay? Gods on earth under YAHAWASHI. And also what's going to make us gods? These laws, statutes, commandments, and us judging by the laws, statutes, commandments, but also these laws being in our inward parts, making us those perfect judges. Not to mention, we experience these different reincarnations in this wicked flesh, so we know how to judge the flesh. We know how to judge this body because we've been in this body many times. Okay? But once again, the kingdom of heaven is going to be patterned after the mind of YAHAWASHI, man. A righteous paradigm.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. And what I want to get into today, you know, just another day to serve Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Okay, now you have, you know, this saying in the church, okay, in the Christian church, which comes from the book of Psalms. Alright, but when you really go into it, you know, the church doesn't have the true perspective, you know, as our people have a zeal, you know, but not according to knowledge. And there's certain precepts, okay, or all the precepts for the most part that they take out of perspective, okay. So when we go into these things from the perspective of the truth, matter of fact, before we even get that, let's get that in St. John. Alright, because YAHAWASHI, alright, said that the true believers, okay, alright, this is St. John chapter 4 verse 23. It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeks such to worship him. You know, and we, you know, as the hopeful elect, are a part, okay, of that the true worshipers. You know, Lord willing, we'll that number, we make up those true worshipers in this time, those true Israelites, okay, of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, that believe on YAHAWASHI, okay, because that's the two things needed to qualify for salvation, is to be a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to believe on YAHAWASHI indeed. Okay, not just lip service, but indeed. Okay, but we, would fall under those true worshipers that would worship Yahweh by Shem Yahushai in truth and spirit. Beginning with knowing their names. Beginning with believing that that we're their chosen people. Okay, and there's a particular doctrine, all right, that the Lord requires us to believe in to worship Him in spirit and truth. Okay, and when you go here, this is Psalms 118 and 24. It said, "This is the day which the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Because we really have to be grateful for every day that we wake up in this truth. Okay, because the Christians say that, based on their prosperity, in America, or their prosperity in this world. Okay, or going to church on Sunday, singing and dancing. Okay, falling out, with just a false worship. Because first off, you're worshiping God and Jesus. Okay, which those are not the God, all right, and that's not His only begotten Son, and that's not the God, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. Secondly, okay, you're going in, on those Sunday, which is number paganism. Okay, and you are basing that on prosperity in America still being up and running. Nah, man, when we understand how the Lord operates, we're thankful for it all, even the chastening, man. Okay, and we rejoice in that understanding what's to come, because see, we fully understand that America has an expiration date. Okay, we fully understand that this society as we know it has major judgment awaiting. Okay, we fully understand these things, and as we understand these things, we rejoice because we're another day closer to that. Okay, and as we are another day closer, to the Lord, judging this place each day, the Lord is dealing with us and making us better, man. Every day we're becoming more likened unto Yahawashi, speaking of the men, okay, that's sincerely in this thing. Every day, you sisters are becoming more of those Hebrew wives that is pleasing unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. You're becoming more compatible, okay, with those rulers that are becoming compatible with Yahawashi. Okay, so each day is a day to get better and what's to come. Okay, so we take advantage of every day, and even the ups, and the downs. There's a Job said, should we not receive, should we receive only the good from the Most High, not the bad? All right, because that chastening is building us up. The chastening of the Lord is very necessary. Okay, it's balancing us out. The affliction, these captivities, these things were necessary for us to be perfected. Yahawashi was perfected in His suffering, man. So every day that we wake up in the truth, no matter the circumstances, as long as we believe, as long as we have the faith, as long as we have those names to call upon, as long as we, all right, rooted in sound doctrine, it's a beautiful day. You see, it's a beautiful day. You see, it doesn't have to be sunny. Every day not gonna be sunny, but it's another day to get better. And the Lord allowed us to survive the day. It should be a day to where we get better, and that's why you even go here. Let's get this in. What's that? 2 Corinthians chapter 4. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 4. Okay, and let me go. It's 2 Corinthians 4:16. It said, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So every day should be a day to where that old man, okay, is dying and the new man is being brought more to life. We should be more animated in the new creature. And that old man, okay, the old nigga woman should be dying more and more. So every day is just another day closer to us being perfected, you know, to the Lord finishing that work that he started in us, man. Okay? And then you go here, and we'll go back to that, you know, and just roll in the spirit. This Philippians 1:6. It says, being confident of this very thing, that he which begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of YAHAWASHI. So each day is leading to that day where YAHAWASHI is going to change his elect in the twinkling of an eye, you know. So each day is a day closer to that day, you know, that time when the Lord is going to have that ultimate mercy, okay, on the elect. Okay, even those that die in YAHAWASHI, they're going to be raised perfected. You see? So each day is that old man is constantly being put to death. You know, you got to crucify that old man every day, you know, this flesh. Okay, and constantly be renewed after the new creature, which is in the spirit, okay, which is in the image of YAHAWASHI. Okay, and this is, you know, the day-to-day of this truth is just a constant process of that old man dying and the new man being renewed, you know. So that's why every day is a blessing, it's a gift. And one thing about it, no matter, you know, how bad it look, no matter how the odds look, okay, one thing I'm learning, patience. You know, one thing I'm learning is patience, because any day, you know, because we can have a streak of bad news, you know, we can be doing all we can to try to make the adjustments and it still go bad, you know. But then any day the Lord can just flip the switch and things go in our favor. And that's how it's going to be, you know, in Jacob's trouble. You know, we're going to be in some tough situations, man. We're going to be in some assed out situations, but then the Lord is going to hit that switch and favor is going to kick in. Okay, we're going to be in some situation where it seems like we're forsaken, and then favor is going to kick in. You know, because you got to have the mindset, hey, any day it can go my way. You know, the thing is, just endure to the end. You know, like how Shai say, he that endure to the end. Well, to endure something means that there has to be a resistance. Okay, it has to be some trying. If we have to apply endurance, okay, because endurance is only needed, okay, when there's resistance. Okay, you don't need endurance if you're at ease. Okay, it doesn't take endurance, you know, to take a nap. Okay, it takes endurance to walk up a hill. Okay, to lift the weight. You see, so it's going to be situations as we're being tried to where all we're going to be able to do is just stand stiffly, man, and endure until that favor kick in, because we all at the mercy of the Lord's favor. But on any given day, things can drastically change in our favor, you know. So the Lord takes us through these things now, and sometimes the Lord just takes certain brothers, you know, through chaos and hell and setbacks, just so their brother can be a testimony, okay, to exhort, all right, the rest of the body. You know, Job got picked out. You know, Job was just picked out so we can have the book of Job. You see, Job was singled out out of everybody, out of all the sons of God, okay, in his era, okay, just to be a testimony, all right, And the book of Job is a book of comfort unto this day. Okay, about losing it all and getting it back more. You know, the Lord is all about that. You see? So every day, you know, is just another day, you know, for us to build, you know, for us to get on these live screens, for us to read, learn a little more, research, learn a little more. Okay? Because going back to Philippians 1:6 in the NLT, it says, and I am certain that the Most High, who began the good work within you, will continue his work, all right, until it is finally finished on the day when YAHAWASHI returns. Okay? So, hey, we're the main thing is surviving until that day. Okay? Our bank account's gonna go up and down. Okay? Our health, you know, we try our best, you know, but sometimes it's gonna go up and down. Okay? You know, our productivity, sometimes it's gonna go, you know, up and down. Study habits and study regimen, these things go up and down. Now we should keep it consistent as possible. Okay, we shouldn't just be slothful. But sometimes life, you know, because sometimes the Lord will have it to where, hey, you get hit with a haymaker in this fight, man. And you be dazed. You gotta recover. You know, you gotta fall back and recover. You know, I learned this from this police officer. He said, you know, the number one mistake, you know, people make, you know, when they're fighting, when they're street fight, is, you know, when they get hit with a good one, you know, instead of, you know, what they do is they try to move forward and still fight while they're dazed, you know, and most of the time they get finished, you know, they get finished off. Okay? But he told me, he said, look, whenever, if you're in the street fight and you get hit with a good one and you dazed, you know, the thing to do is to backpedal, you know, and give yourself time to recover. You know, you gotta go into retreat, you know, until you get your wits back. You know, then you can engage again. You know, just a you know, a technique. Now that ain't foolproof, okay, but just a technique. And that's why you see boxers, you know, you be like, you know, they'll be clutching. All right, when the boxer's getting the best of them, and you'll look at it like, why you keep grabbing? Well, he trying to figure it out. Shit, because what he doing ain't working. So he'll grab the guy, you know, get in the clinch with him. He trying to figure it out. He trying to recover. He trying to think. You know, he trying to, you know, recover. You know, and sometimes how life, you know, do us, man. It'll catch us with a good combo. All right. And instead of, you know, trying to just swing wildly and trying to, you know, get some get back, you know, sometimes you just gotta clinch and, you know, wait on the Lord, man, to intervene, you know, on behalf of our situation, man. Like, you know, or they say some boxers got saved by the bell. Well, hey, we gonna get saved by the bell, that trumpet. You know, that last trump. Okay? But the thing is, hey, sometimes as a boxer, all you can do is survive until that next bell. Okay? But then guess what? Hey, a boxer can be losing, you know, 9 rounds. You know, it's the 10th round. He done lost the 9 previous round, but he get off one good one in the 10th. Okay? And get that knockout and win the fight. You see? Especially with heavyweights, man, it's always, you know, one punch can decide everything, man. Okay? So we have to understand, like, this thing really is about surviving to YAHAWASHI. Okay? And you're gonna have, you know, brothers and sisters that, you know, they're gonna have more, you know, than others. You know, might be a little more well off, but at the end of the day, you know, the main thing is survive until YAHAWASHI get back. You know, we just need to make it to that day. You see, all we have to do is survive until that day. Okay, so every day that we survive, you know, count it up as a victory, man, even in the affliction. Okay, because the chastening is perfecting us, man. You know, the Lord's chastening is perfecting us. You see, and this is why, we don't want to look at it. And I said the worst thing we can do is play victim. Like, nah. Of course, other people not going through what we going through. Cause you looking too. You like, niggas got it made. Okay, but this is their kingdom. This is their consolation. Okay, this is our proving grounds. This is their consolation. Niggas, the Eve. This is their kingdom. This is the kingdom of matriarch and niggas. It was the matriarch produced niggas. You see, but this is their kingdom. This is their era under Esau, Edom. Our era is to come, and it's gonna be forever. Okay, it's gonna be eternal. So we're being chastened because the Lord is dealing with us as sons. Let's get that in Hebrews 12. Okay, because of course He's not dealing with Esau, Edom as sons, but there's a lot of Israelites that there's a lot of Jake men that the Lord is not dealing with His sons. Okay, and that's why they're at ease. Okay, in this society. Okay, these niggas got all type of places to lay up at. Okay, he's a hero. Amongst the community. You see, everything just falling in his lap. All money and certain things, everything falling in these niggas' lap. Okay, but when you go here, this is Hebrews 12 and 6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth and scourges every son, okay, whom He receiveth." So the chastening of the Lord is Him, all right, grooming us for something greater. And every day that we survive, all right, the chastening, all right, that's a step closer to that greatness that the Lord, already has in play, all right, for His elect. You see? And you keep going, it says, if you endure, going back to endure, all right, chastening, the Most High dealing with you as with sons, for what son is He whom the Father chasteneth not? And you read this in the NLT. It says, as you endure this divine discipline, remember that the Most High is treating you as His own children. Whoever heard of a child is never disciplined by his father. Okay? So the chastening that we go through, it's called a divine discipline, man. And when it's from the Lord. Okay? When YAHAWASHI is reaching out, all right, and touching your situation, man. Because you can have, your little system going. Okay, you're chilling, drinking your young, doing the tushy roll on one leg. All right, you just know that the Most High is on the way. That chastening is on the way. Okay, it's to the point now where brothers, you be kind of traumatized, by the chastening, to where when things are going good, you just get to looking both ways. Just be quiet, because it's only a matter of time. So at the end of the day, the Lord is about balance. We have our ups. We get a little rest, a little chill, little spurts of a subtle prosperity. But then we know, all right, that chastening is somewhere, and it's needed. It's needed, because without that chastening, you get too comfortable. And the Lord needs us to be on edge. Okay, but every day is a gift. Because hey, anything can happen any day. I try to walk around with that mindset. Because the easiest thing to do is pout. Sometimes you try to figure out, like, damn, what I did. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did this. But then sometimes it's just about the Lord leveling us up. Because before the Lord bring us into something better, all right, He has to chasten. He has to chasten us, man. You see, He has to take us through certain fires so we can be built, for the next level. Okay, so we can be built a certain way for the next level, for the next phase of our walk. So reading again, it says, "But if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons." And see, Esau and these heathens, they're not sons, so that's why they're in their rulership. Heathens get to come over here tax-free, grants, they're not being chastened, man. Like I say, niggas, you guys, niggas just get to live life with no responsibilities and still get king treatment from the community. Okay? They're not being chastened, man. The Lord's want these niggas to be comforted and pampered because the Lord not dealing with these niggas, man. Okay? So that's why, we don't have to look at our situation as if, and be offended. We don't want to be offended in the chastening of the Lord. They're not, like I say, you look at niggas, they're not going to go through what we have to go through because the Lord ain't preparing them for what he's preparing us for. You see, even you sisters, man, you gotta, deal with relinquishing the power that the serpent gave you, being under a man in a society where it's, ridiculed and mocked. So you have a level of chastening that you have to deal with. All right, but the Lord ain't preparing them hoes for what he preparing you for. You see? So the same ones that mock, all right, they're going to be in the worst torments ever in the times to come. Okay, because you sisters have to look at it that the Lord is only going to protect, all right, the sisters that's predestinated to make it in America. Every other woman in America is going to be tormented in these times, man. Like this, and that's why we gotta look at this thing as a privilege and not a burden. And we ain't missing nothing. You brothers, you sisters, we ain't missing nothing. Okay? And then the Lord, is so merciful that he even allowed a lot of us to, have our period, to go through that phase of, operating in the flesh. All right? Making foolish mistakes, just moving with no direction, just out here. He let us go through that phase. Okay? And we can compare the two and we see like, this is far better. So we should all have a mindset of that we're not missing nothing in this world and that we should look forward to every day in YAHAWASHI. Okay? So you keep reading. It says, verse 9, it says, "Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh who corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much more be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness." Yeah, because going back into, this time, your father, because this is during the time when you had structure. Okay? So you would take on, the trade of your father. Okay? Apostle Paul was a tent maker. His father was a tent maker. Okay? Certain of the disciples were fishermen. Their father was fishermen. Okay? And your father will chasten you and discipline you so you can be an extension of his legacy and whatever his trade was, whatever his business or occupation was. So he was disciplining you and training you up, okay, to partake, you know, in the family business, okay, to benefit his house, okay. But the YAHAWASHI, he's chastening us up to be joint heirs with YAHAWASHI. He's, you know, disciplining and chastening us and grooming us up to be joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, okay. It's a whole nother level of preparation, you see. And that's why a lot of the chastening is more of a mental thing, you see. There's a mental torment, you know, that we have to overcome, you know. There's a certain level of wisdom that we have to apply, okay, in these situations, man, okay. And that's the Lord grooming us up, all right. It says, verse 11 says, now no chastening for the present seeming to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward they yielded the peaceable fruits of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby, you know. And see, at the present time, you know, when you're going through it, you know, it's not a thing of enjoyment, you know. It's a thing of like, damn, you know. It's like, you get put in those situations to where you be, you know, paralyzed, you know, and the Lord just, you know, have you simmering in that thing. You see. But then once you go through it, trusting in YAHAWASHI, the scriptures say, don't make haste, you know, don't be in a rush to try to get out of the situation, you know, but move, you know, with patience, you know, move with trust, you know, and let the Lord, you know, start to put things together. And as the scriptures say, let patience have its perfect work, you know. So when we get in those situations, you know, it's always a thing of patience, you know, and letting patience have its perfect work, you know, not rushing anything, all right, because the growth is in the process, going through it, okay. The growth is in the process. So hey, the Lord, hey, whatever amount of time that the Lord has us in a certain chastening, well, hey, we gotta endure that whole process, because that's where the growth is at, you know. Because if something doesn't go through the process, it's not ready, you know. It can't reach a certain stage. Like even with that tequila, okay, you have the, you know, the blanco, which is the white tequila, the clear tequila, and you know, as soon as it's fermented, it can be classified, you know, as the blanco, all right, that clear tequila. But in order for it to be classified as reposado, okay, it has to be aged, okay, I think 6 months, between 6 months and 2 years, you know. And once you get over 2 years, going into the 3rd year, you got what you call the añejo, okay. Well, in order for it to get those certain classifications, okay, of quality, it has to go through that aging process, you know. So every day in the truth, we're going through an aging process, okay. We're going through that aging process in the spirit, okay. The inward man is being renewed day by day. The inward man is becoming aged, you know. Well, man. So let's go from there. Let's get this in go back to 2 Corinthians 4. Alright, 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. It says, for our light affliction, okay, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. You know, so we're being prepped and groomed for the eternal. Okay, this is what we're being groomed for, the eternal. So every day, you know, we're becoming immortal. You know, we're becoming more immortal every day, and it starts off with what? Our outlook, our mindset. Okay, the growth in the spirit. You see, so yeah, that's the point. You know, I think the point being made. You know, just wanted to go into that. You know, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters was edified. You know, hey, another day to serve the Lord. You know, another day, you know, to get better. You know, another day to endure chastisement. All right, chastisement. You know, to enjoy. All right, an eternal rulership in the end. You know, so till next time, I say shalom. Kwam Yashala. The Bible fall soon. Shalom.